Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dragonfire here, and welcome to another Any Chadcter. This is number 20, and I'm here with
Ladies
a silent
first.
room.
Fine.
A silent room.
Fine. Mary here.
Safe. This is fuck line. Now you go ahead, buddy.
They just did.
Okay, take two. This is Kenji Santo.
Good.
Dang it.
You got
Yeah.
a massive upgrade.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm a tiger now. I swear to God, if you say they're great, I'm going to snap your neck.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay. Yeah. That's what happens when you train for how long? How long up and now?
At least a month.
Yeah, at least a month.
At least.
Push-ups, sit-ups, curl-ups, and a lot of apple juice.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. So how are you lovely people been?
We're doing fine.
Yeah, we're doing okay. We're just waiting on I guess Raven had something to do with Gun quickly.
Ow.
Please.
Oh, great Gun.
Sit down.
Well, again, he works for Gun. Same thing with Eclipse, and same thing with Junior, and the same thing with Jinx. So what do you expect?
Same here, but I quit it a few months back.
Oh?
Yeah, I used to work with Gun, but that was since I heard about what they did from my past, I quit.
Ow.
I don't want to get in my story with God. Let's just say that that job was not worth it. In a quote.
But yeah, I guess Eclipse is actually doing quite well over there, from what I've heard.
He got promoted.
Yeah, he's pretty much as the tier below Shadow and Rouge and Omega, really.
Yeah, he got promoted.
Yeah, and Junior's actually at the same height as Shadow and Rouge and Omega.
And that's no fun.
Yeah, and Jinx actually is last I heard, she is actually all healed up from the last mission that her and Eclipse went on.
Oh, Scythe, you know what that means?
What?
That gonna be hard for me to kill now.
Ow.
What are you talking about?
I said, who's on the same tier as Shadow? It's gonna be hard for me to kill.
I'm a higher tier than Shadow.
You're higher than Shadow?
Yes.
I mean, at this point, I am. At this point, I am low, but I still get pretty fucked up by Shadow. But explain your story, Scythe.
Have you not seen me turn Crystallize or Darkling before?
Okay, fair point. Case closed.
I remember when you turned into a different form when we were taking on Succadoom, but
Yeah, that's my Crystallized form.
Hmm.
Darkling is what I'm trying to keep away.
is that how scary is that?
It's not scary, it's just I don't like going to it. But after what happened to me in the past.
Yeah.
Is that
pretty
like your
much.
ultimate form or something?
No. My ultimate form, I have no say on that.
Pretty much, to be honest,
Are you when you are in that crystal form? Are you actually stronger than Infinite?
Depends on my standards.
Mm.
If I'm hit too much, no.
Chaos control, motherfuckers.
Welcome back, Raven.
Hey there.
So what did Dead need anyway?
As always, I'm the one and only android son of Shadow the Hedgehog. Hope everyone's having a blast.
Okay then.
So I guess they just needed reports or something. I don't know.
They needed someone. They needed someone who has Shadow's ideology, but willing to serve Gun HQ.
Oh.
Pretty much. Which ironically could backfire on them, although I'll be easy on them.
Well, it is possible. I mean, so did you get the info that you needed from Knuckles' father?
As much as I could. It's possible there may be a link between me and Tikal. However, it's unknown if there's any capabilities that I can pull off.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I mean,
I probably will, or I may or may not. It depends. There's
exactly.
There's a likelihood I may be able to repair the fragments. However, with the Master Emerald being destroyed, there may not be a way to summon Tikal.
No, you might need an echidna to fix it.
Yeah, and with the Master Emerald pieces being stolen, I can only imagine how far we can go.
And I'm guessing that Finitivus has some of the pieces.
Bingo.
Of course, yeah, he pretty much has everything planned out. He is Eggman with a brain, at least.
Of course Eggman has some of it. Of course.
Pretty much. Although Eggman, of course, is the betraying type when it comes to true villains.
Well, true. I mean,
Yeah. He doesn't really have the...
Yeah, he's a villain, alright, but he's more than willing to betray people in order to save a planet that he can rule.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As we saw in Sonic X with Dark Oak.
Pretty much. Although, for an entire species based around plants, I half expected Celebi to pop up.
Yeah, true.
Although we pretty much got that in the form of her.
Yeah, we got Cosmo.
Pretty much. Tails'
Yeah.
own love interest.
Yeah, but he will deny it.
Yep. Although in due time, he did grow to care for whatever stupid reason, Fiona, or whatever. Yeah, Fiona.
Yeah, he did, but then y'all know how that turned out.
Wait, what?
Pretty-
A long time ago, Tails actually started liking Fiona, but we all know how that turned out.
Yeah. Fiona pretty much. She pretty much chose to be evil.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, that was before before she got disturbed. And then you know the rest.
Yep.
Ah, well. Hey, Genji, how's it going?
I'm doing okay. Yes.
Understandable.
He's been training for the past month.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like it was kind of intense training. I really didn't. To be honest, my diet has changed. I'm really not. I'm really eating less now. So that's a shocker.
Mm.
I mean, less to me is still kind of my amount. It's just that how is what I eat is like more. It's more
Right.
more vegetables and less meats. So, like, but the workout schedule is actually not that bad. It's still the same. Like, well, and I've been going on to more. I've been going back to martial arts.
Oh?
That's good.
Yeah, mixed martial arts, taekwondo. Uh, I've been getting into I don't know why. I've been like freaking. One of my friends got me in kung fu for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm like, why are you teaching me kung fu? What it was is it's like, oh, this like since like well, your masters is what since me and him used to be like sparring partners when my masters were alive. I did mostly like believe it or not, I used to do tiger style. I used to do dragon style, but tiger style is my favorite. I get to legit mess people up without even trying. But
Not too shabby.
yeah,
I know
Yeah.
Kazama style martial arts.
yeah, that's a bit more hardcore
Mm-hmm.
compared to mixed martial arts. But like mixed martial arts is like kind of the same way, but like it's a bit your martial arts is a bit more hardcore. We could both
Yeah,
just that point.
I did have an intense but really good teacher.
It's like our martial arts styles are to the point we can still break people's neck.
And of course, I only do it for when I need to do it. I don't.
Yeah, I mean my speaking of that, my dark lightning and ice powers are still. I'm not really. I want to try to use them more, but it's gonna be. I'm not. I haven't. Be honest. After all my training, I haven't used them. I didn't. I never used them for a month, which is like kind of weird. So, yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So, what now?
Well,
To be honest.
after having a chat with the elder echidnas, I'm thinking it might be best to try to figure out what Finituous' next plan is going to be.
Right, and you would think that he would actually. You would think that he would actually want people to know.
You would want people to help?
No, to know.
Yeah, no kidding. Being secretive is not entirely his style.
Exactly.
Mostly up front.
Yeah, something tells me that either someone knows something about and or he left something like a recording or something. I don't know. But this just does not seem like him, like why would he go it and not say anything? This doesn't seem right.
Understandably so.
I mean, you and I both know how he works because both you and I have dealt with him before. So,
We know how he works, although we don't know what the content he'll provide. We know how
right.
we definitely know that he'll definitely scheme. He'll definitely try scheming again. Because
Hmm.
before I was fully knocked out after my fight with Dragonfire, it almost seemed like he was peculiar about something. I could feel him staring me down.
Yeah, and I know he's not giving up on turning me into Interjack. We already know that. He's gonna try to turn me into Interjack, or he's gonna try to get someone else. But since I am one of the most powerful, well, most strongest people here, then I'm guessing that he's gonna come after me first.
At my current level, I haven't even removed my inhibitor rings. Shadow is a monstrosity without him.
Right.
Me, as of this point. Possible he might just go after Shadow when he's not realizing it. He's gone after Shadow before.
Yeah, he's gone after Shadow. He's gone after Knuckles. He's gone after you. He's gone after me a few
He doesn't
times.
really go after Sonic because he knows that
No.
Sonic bodies to call.
Yeah.
So he would make no mistake in trying to kill him, but he wouldn't because he knows that it wouldn't go smoothly, unlike
Right.
this.
And you would really think that he would get help instead of trying to do this on his own. You would think that he would try to get help, like from other past villains that wanted to get.
Right?
I mean, it is possible.
Actually, there is one possibility.
What?
Finitives and Eggman are the only active people out there.
No.
However, it's possible he may also go after a few others. He has teamed up with Scourge and Mephiles before.
Yes, he has.
But there may be someone else he might go after too.
You don't think that he would try to go after? Oh, that's no.
What?
If he gets that guy on his side, that will be horrible.
He's a new villain after all. It wouldn't be good if he got hit to his good side.
Exactly. That's.
Oh, and just to elaborate, Mary, he might go after Infinite.
Yeah. He might try to get Infinite on his side.
Infinite is the sole guardian of the Phantom Ruby. He knows full power better than even I could. However, when Sonic discovered how to fight against the Phantom Ruby, it became clear that that Finitivis would want to utilize an Infinite in some way. However, in order to get to Infinite, he would need to find someone else too. Most likely possibility, Black Doom.
Yep.
Black Doom
Wow.
is strong enough to take on Shadow and myself.
Exactly.
And on top of that, if he were able to get Black Doom as a way to distract all of us, he would most likely try to bring Infinite into the picture by utilizing Black Doom as bait, because he knows that Black Doom is trying to bring Shadow into him.
And that's not the only person who might try to get rid of us. He might try to go and try to get Mephiles and Scourge back on his side again.
I don't think Scourge is a likely option.
Well, yeah, because Scourge is more. He is, now he's more of a family man, and he's actually caring for his family. So I seriously doubt he would actually want to help finish this out.
Honestly, he's more of a musician. After all, even a family won't stop him from playing a band or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty much a musician. So even if he wanted to go, even if he didn't want to go after Scourge, he knew that he could just, we can do the band, and then he'll just get Scourge on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want someone who's easily willing to go on to Finitivis's side. After all, Finitivis only would want one companion.
Yeah, Interjack. That's his entire end goal here.
Utilize Interjack, defeat everybody in there, and then create a whole utopia. After
Exactly.
all, we did receive news from a descendant that new people were created after we were defeated by Interjack.
New people.
You probably don't remember. Someone from the future came to the past, and
Silver?
he was actually someone who was not really an underling of Energec, but rather someone who was interested in how we collaborated with each other, how we tried to stop Energec, and try to get to know our way of life, as he was like, I believe, like 400 years older than us.
Oh, so even he's actually ahead of Silver's time then, because Silver is only 200.
Exactly.
Hmm. But yeah, I only know about Silver. Who else from the future is?
It's actually not someone we're familiar with, so to speak.
Understandable.
After all, the kid was only here to observe. He didn't do much aside from observing us.
So you're saying that he only came here to get data?
Not really. He didn't want to use it. He was just here. Yeah. In any event. Walks over towards where the Master Emerald originally was. All the fragments have been collected. However, there's still a mount. If he knew that even 1% of its power would be able to help us, why would he leave a mount?
True. mean, that doesn't make no sense.
Starts realizing. Wait. Realizes. I see.
What is it?
Part of Dragonfire's aura is here.
What's part of my aura doing there?
Not you. The one that's with Finitivis.
Oh,
Part of his aura is here, and Finitivis wouldn't want to leave scrapes. Unless Finitivis didn't know that he's secretly betraying.
well, that seems like something that I would do.
But when I looked into his eyes, he was adamant with working with him. Is he really pulling a double? Is he really a double agent? I highly doubt it, but at the same time, he could be.
I mean, anything's possible. I mean, if maybe he just like me don't want to be used, but he's acting like he's being used because probably he's trying to figure something out to betray Finitivis. That's what I would do.
There's only one problem with that. Well, actually, two problems. One is he wouldn't be able to betray Finitivis because Finitivis wouldn't know that he would do it. However, at the same time, he would also try to figure out what would happen. We're gonna have to look into this. I can trace his aura by utilizing these shards.
Okay.
Raven absorbs the mount inside into his body. A surge of power enveloped Raven, but not too much. A third of the Master Emerald's power, along with the fact that I have half of the Master Emerald energy as a backup source.
Well, that's good.
Since I have the equivalent of 3/4 of the energy of the Master Emerald's power, it'll be easier to try and make a match for them. However, first things first, we may have to warn the echidnas as well as the veterans.
True, because Finitivis might try anything at any time.
Of course,
Everybody needs to be ready. The last thing we need is to lose anybody over anything.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Kenji,
Yeah.
any updates from Gun HQ?
No. I never got any updates. Apparently, I got cut off. So, yeah.
Interesting.
You might need to try to get a hold of Shadow and see if he can tell you anything about updates.
Understandable.
Either him or Eclipse, because Eclipse also works there, but
True. Shadow, True.
And also Jinx as well.
True.
And of course Rouge and Omega. I think that's pretty much everybody.
Not
Yeah.
entirely, but true. Oh, there.
Snipe used to work there, but he quit a few weeks ago.
Okay,
So,
okay. I got an update from Gun before I got cut off. It says that. Excuse me. It says that. It says that Shadow's been on a mission, but he hasn't been talking for the past 2 weeks.
he's been on a mission, but he's been away for 2 weeks?
Been away for 2 weeks. Yeah.
That's not like him.
That doesn't make sense.
It's weird. You didn't log in. You clocked in, never clocked out.
Or it could be.
That's just.
He could have let. The Shadow that I know would have only left if something mandated it to happen. For example, if he was told to leave, or if he suspected something and he wanted to leave.
Right.
That's what it says. It shows you the log 2 weeks ago.
I see. It might be worthwhile to look for Shadow, and then we'll try to figure out the next move that Finitivus does.
Right. But we still have to be careful because while we're looking for Shadow, Finitivus could pop up.
That's bound to happen. In any event, if he does pop up, I do have a plan.
True. Let's just hope that he doesn't pop up for a while because, again, the last thing we need to deal with right now is him. We don't need to deal with his garbage right now.
Pretty much.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So that Raven heads out and and tries to search for Shadow.
Sit down. This is bullshit. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys are so connected to Gun anyway. After all the shit
It's
they've been
okay.
doing. No, it's not okay. You didn't get what I said. I said I don't know why you guys are so connected. Go ahead.
If Gun HQ was cut off from you, then it's possible that either something happened at Gun HQ, or the transmission or the transmission is being jammed in some way.
Probably.
The status starts to static. Man, this thing.
You might want to lay off the McDonald's Wi-Fi, buddy, because it's kind of fucking up your reception.
It's not that
Then why are you glitching?
jamming. This is the best signal I can do. Finitivus is jamming our signal.
Wait,
On
why?
top of the roof somewhere.
Again, he doesn't want us to interfere.
Wait, how far are you?
But is it Finitivus that's doing it?
Wait, hold on.
Finitivus
It
is
clicks
jamming
off.
the signal. Everybody here at Gun is trying to get the signal back up and running. We had to do an emergency shutdown.
Victor, how far is Gun HQ from here?
About half a day from here.
Half a day from here. Where's Fentiva's lab again? Last time you checked?
It was last time we checked. It was 60 kilometers west.
So he might be using a satellite jammer. Shit. Well,
Again,
alright.
he doesn't want us to interfere with his plans. He doesn't want us to get to tell any of our agents on the field.
He doesn't. He wants to divide and conquer.
Pretty much, and he's using the chaos emeralds to get to to make interjack stronger.
Since
And
now
a satellite-
systems in there.
A
Go
satellite
ahead.
jamming device. It's possible he might be working with Eggman still.
Shadow still hasn't came back from his mission.
Do you know the mission details, or is it top secret?
Gunn asked Shadow to go check out the Eggman situation.
How long you guys been under jamming?
About a day.
That still wouldn't make sense. That still doesn't make sense why Shadow hasn't logged in for the past 2 weeks.
Shadow was sent to check up on Eggman, and Eggman was working with Venetivis while we were together. It's possible Shadow may be going undercover.
It is possible because again, Shadow's has been away for 2 weeks.
Which means either he's coming close to finding the truth about the situation, or something else.
We lost contact with Shadow about a week ago. And we sent Rouge out, and she hasn't reported back yet either.
It's best for you guys to not send any agents out. You don't want an embody back.
Again, I'm not the one sending them out. It's the boss that's doing it.
This is why it's going to shit. If you know and understand the battlefield, what's going on, I suggest you don't pull your troops up. You keep them back. You never know. Those two could be in the body bag when they come back.
They might hurt themselves too.
That's what I meant. Body bag. They're dead. You know what a body bag is?
Yeah.
It's a bag you stuff a body in. It's a bag you stuff a body inside of it. Basically, you're dead.
Okay then.
Now you know.
But yeah, that's all I know. For the signal cuts off.
Oh shit. Great. Looks at all the computers. Computer routers are fried. Computers are fried as well. Jesus Christ, everything's on fried.
It happens.
No,
Gosh,
it just doesn't.
Darn
Huh?
it. Well, that's not good. That I mean that the signal is that bad.
And Mary, I don't think you understand. This is kind of warfare-ish. If you jam somebody, if you jam your opponent's if you jam or cripple your opponent's supplies, that leaves your opponent out of vulnerable position, meaning that we can get fucked over at any moment right now. We don't even know it. That's bad.
Right.
It just doesn't happen.
That's why we have to be very careful, because he could show up at any time.
Pretty much.
Him or Eggman could show up at any time. The thing I don't get is, how did Finitivus get all of the Chaos Emeralds? I thought that the Chaos Emeralds was scattered, and if that's the case, why? He doesn't seem like the guy that would go around getting all the Chaos Emeralds himself.
Might be a little help.
Well, it is possible that he did get the other Dragonfire to help, since that Dragonfire
is it another Dragonfire?
Yeah, there is another one that is actually with Finitivus, who is actually he's using for Interjack for now.
Well, I've been here for over a month, so
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. So we have two Dragonfires, am I correct? One's a baddie, one's a good guy.
Well, one actually got ended up going with Finitivus because he kind of Finitivus talked his way into having the other me become Interjack.
Mm-hmm.
And that other me is the one that Raven has fought and tried to get back to normal.
Question: what's his skill level?
Well, as of right now, last time that Raven fought him, it was pretty high actually. Again, you got to think of Interjack power.
Wow.
I don't know what Interjack is.
Because when you are Interjack, you are kind of god level.
God level. Huh.
So pretty much like Beerus.
Never mind.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. I just really hope that things actually get better and it's more on our side instead of the whole Finitivus, because he could, at this rate, he could end up he might end up trying to take, actually succeed and take over the universe or this world and destroy it. We don't need that.
At this point right now, he actually can. To be honest, his setup is quite simple, but it's kind of like predicted. You find a way to knock out our communications, knock out our supply, cripple our supply, actually leaving us in a vulnerable position, like I told him. Mary, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, we can be in a vulnerable. vulnerable position, and this can leave us wide open, and he can just take us out. He can just do his plans now, take us out right now. It's like at the moment
I
right
mean,
now, he can actually just get rid of us right now as we speak.
it is. We don't know what he's planning. That's the thing, because this is not like him. This is not like him going in hiding and him not saying anything. You know, he's more of the guy that wants people to know what he is planning, what he is doing.
He wants us. He wants us to know, and he wants us to try to figure it out ourselves.
Exactly.
And now he's gonna say he doesn't want us to know. He wants us to figure it out the normal
Mhm.
way.
I mean, it is possible that he is trying to get Infinite.
Probably he needs more people on the side anyway. Eggman's not really a challenge, to be honest.
No, he could talk in. He could talk his way having Eggman join him. Pretty
Yeah, I'm just saying that Eggman's not really a challenge. He's not really a threat, to be honest. We know how to take him out easy.
Mm-hmm.
We know him.
Yeah.
Freaking everybody else on this team is a bit more, how you say, unknown. We don't know what we're capable of.
I
As of right
mean,
now, we just need to go ahead.
he could try to get Black Doom. He could try to get any of Sonic's past rivals.
Like I said, we don't know anybody. We don't know anybody on this team yet. So
No.
right now, we just need to back up and think.
And again, we haven't heard from Shadow for quite a while either, and Shadow might be another possibility. He's tried to go after Shadow once before.
Huh. I'd like to see that.
So it is a possibility.
And it got quiet.
Well, we're trying to think. I don't know where did I don't know what happened to Raven.
He'll probably be right back.
Probably. So how have you seen our father? This have you seen our father anywhere?
Mm-mm.
Ah,
Yeah, I know. You're worried about him.
well, no kidding, especially with Benititas out there. You know, Benititas could, even though that even though it might not happen, Benititas could try to talk our father into working for him again
It's not gonna happen.
over my dead
Clear
body.
up a little bit. Maybe.
I refuse to let our father work for anyone. He doesn't deserve that.
I know.
Man, I hope we need to figure out if we can get communication with.
Hmm.
We gotta see if we could actually get in contact with Shadow or with somebody.
Well, do they have a network around them?
Uh, I could probably try. Let me see if I can try my. See. Mm-hmm. 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 Hang on, let me put you on speaker. What is it?
Hey, Shadow.
Hello.
How's the mission going?
It's not going well. I will say that.
Meaning?
Well, let's just say that Eggman is working for Finnativus.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can't figure because why not? He's evil.
Mm-hmm. Been trying to get a hold of Gun, but
Somehow
apparently
their
they're
connection.
that explains it.
When Eclipse called us and he said that Betty is blocking them or something.
Yeah, I saw that. Been trying to get rid of trying to unblock it myself, but it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact that I am not smart.
Hey, it happens.
Well, I am smart, but
I know.
I need I need that fox.
Yeah.
I need Tails. Tails could probably undo it, but
But he's not here.
nope.
Hmm. So what Eggman Betty was doing now?
Still jamming the system,
Why are they jamming
and
it?
they're also trying. They're trying to power up. They're trying to power up the thing.
Let me guess,
Yeah.
the jack thing?
The inner jack. They're trying to power hit. They're trying to power him up with the chaos emeralds.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you hear that, brother? They are doing it.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I just hope that they don't try to get.
Someone?
Yeah, because we can barely handle the two of them over here.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But they only need a person to, uh, you know.
Hang on, I'm gonna see what they're talking about.
Go ahead. Eh.
Well, that's not good.
What?
Let's just say that someone else just showed up.
Let me guess. Infinite?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon my language. That's actually my first time I said that. Eh.
You're fine.
Why Infinite showed up? Eh.
Again, they're probably trying to get as much people on their side so they can, try to make sure that Finitivus gets his way.
I'm gonna say this. And here's a bitch. I'm gonna say that. Eh.
Well, there you go.
Eh. Even
But we
Draco
need to
hates
figure out
Infinite.
how to take them out.
That's not gonna be easy.
You think?
Hey.
I kind of feel bad for the other Dragonfire that's trapped inside.
Wait, what?
The other Dragonfire that's with Finitivus.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel
He's
bad for that one.
slowly losing his mind, slowly losing control.
Mm.
And if that happens, then Finitivus will have full control over him.
We can't stop him.
Nope.
Mm.
Again, that's with the other Dragonfire that probably doesn't even know who you are. But I have to get going. I have to get going seeing what their deal is.
Mm.
Before they notice that I am actually trying to communicate.
Right. Just be careful. And of course, he cut it out right before I was saying that. God damn it.
Well.
Uh-oh.
You're quite surprised, aren't you? Yeah, I can see the fear in your eyes.
What are you even doing here?
What do you think I'm doing here?
Mm.
Hmm. I thought there was going to be another hedgehog here, but I guess not. This will be far too easy.
Meaning,
Starts putting illusion cubes everywhere. And Dragonfire starts using his flames to get rid of the cubes. Ah, you guys really think that you're a challenge. Well, if you gotta face it without that hedgehog around, or that wolf around, you guys are useless. It's quite sad. I thought that you guys would give me more of a challenge.
Alright, I have returned.
Oh,
Maven,
gosh darn, that hedgehog showed up.
Oh, so it's you. Well,
Yeah, I showed up. What of it?
Well, you're concerned with me showing up. What'd you do this time?
What, you don't notice all of the illusion cubes everywhere? That dragon over there is trying to get rid of them with his blue flames, but struggling.
Of course you'd be struggling. After all, I can see through your illusions.
Of course he can. And you probably don't know, but you missed Shadow.
In a way, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he informed these two about what's been going on.
And I already guessed that you would get involved. Which is
Yeah.
probably why they're able to resist you. Oh, whatever though.
So I guess you already know that Infinitivis and Eggman are all trying to deal with the situation at hand.
Of course. Finitivis wants an inner check, and you're the distraction.
Me? He's already gotten one. That other dragonfly. The one that you fought.
I guess Finitivis doesn't like showing you his secrets.
I'm only here for backup, just in case if I've already told him this. Just in case anybody tries to interfere.
So it's really no surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And this should be quick. Raven engages in Infinite.
Alright. Does more illusion cubes.
Try the best. An illusion is playing with my mind. I know that I can fight you even without it. Sees the illusion, but was still able to fight.
Multiple clones of Infinite start going around Raven.
Fair enough. Raven's eyes glow green, and it seemed like several clones of Raven were moving around, but it was just him.
You are quite quick. You're almost as strong as that wolf.
So you did tango with them. That'll be good. Faced up, directly engaged Infinite and utilized his chaos abilities to damage him.
Takes most of the hit.
I'm well aware that your power is a lot stronger than most of the Chaos Emeralds, but I'm empowered by three pieces of the Master Emerald, and it seems they're quite a match for your Phantom Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Tries to capture the Phantom Ruby, but
and uses the Phantom Ruby on Raven.
Gets a full blast of the attack, but utilizes Chaos Control to hit him in the back of the head.
Oh.
Chaos Spear! Throws a giant Chaos Spear.
Takes most of the damage, but gets up and uses the Phantom Ruby to send Raven back in time about 30 seconds.
Oh wow! I didn't think I'd be. Oh wow! I didn't know you like to backtrack. Sending me back in time is not going to do you much good. In fact, how about we take a trip to the past? Goes sends Infinite a day before.
And there you go.
Follows it goes into the space time continuum and goes after and manages to get in front of and manages to fight Finitivis the day before.
And Finitivis shows. Let's see where.
Now that we're back here, you may not be able to engage the others. If I defeat you today, then this whole ordeal will already end. and we'll be able to continue our search for Shadow. But then again, because you said that we already missed him, I think you pretty much gave us the one and only clue we needed to find him.
Oh, and what may that be? You really think that I would actually help you out?
Who said anything about helping out? By telling us that we had just missed Shadow before I came over here, you pretty much gave us the clue of what he's actually doing. We already knew that he was cut off from Gun HQ over 2 weeks ago because of his mission. But you and then you suddenly show up out of the blue in order to try to cause disruption. It's clear that Finitivus had plans to become secretive, all because Shadow was engaging him in secret tactics. And when you said that we just passed by him, it's pretty clear you managed to get a glimpse of him before we even came here. So now that we're here a day earlier, all I need to do is find him after I defeat you.
Well, you're quite smart. I will give you that. But smarts is not the only thing you need to beat an opponent.
Of course. Just because you know how to defeat an opponent doesn't mean you are guaranteed victory.
Nope. It's gonna take more than that.
In that case, allow me to show you the full restraint of my power. Inhibitor rings come off.
I've been told about that.
Fair enough. Shadow has the original. Mine are mainly an aesthetic. His speed was 10 times faster.
Gee.
Maliciously engages him at top speeds.
Blocks most of the attacks.
A linear pattern is too good for you. How about this? It utilizes speed in order to make his own illusion.
Wow, you actually made your own illusion without the Phantom Ruby.
Illusions are made to play tricks on the mind. After all, what better way to do it than to match your technique? Manages to use a non-linear attack pattern in order to hit him in several different ways.
Takes most of the damage.
And that game was right behind him and utilizes his Chaos Blade infused with every bit of power he had right into his weak point.
And he basically falls to the ground, and the Phantom Ruby breaks into pieces.
As I suspected, the Phantom Ruby may be an infinite power source, but it needs a user in order to function, just like the Master Emerald. Oh well, 90% different from the Master Emerald. Finishes off infinite. Warps a day later. Managed to catch up with the group.
Everything alright?
Everything's good. Infinite was defeated a day before, so there shouldn't be any damage onto any of you guys.
Well, that's good. That's good because I see all the cubes are gone.
I managed to transport him back in time thanks to the power of both the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emerald.
Well, that's good.
And he actually gave us a clue. When I came here, he said that he had just that we had just missed Shadow.
Oh,
How?
Shadow was already undercover and was engaging in secret attacks, which meant that he would probably be going after Finitivus. In anticipation of this, Infinite probably went back in time to try to stop Shadow from doing anything to Finitivus.
most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Infinite was able to transport me 30 seconds before I made an attack. So I was actually able to land it perfectly that time.
Well, then that was his own fault for sending you back in time, because if he didn't do that, then yeah, that was his own fault.
Sending me back in time allowed me to see that both of us could control time. So I
Mhm.
sent you back in time in order to change what happened today. Points over.
That's good.
Mhm.
That's one problem out of the way.
Not entirely. With Infinite defeated before Finitivus actually was able to bring him back, it goes to show that Finitivus would probably pick him up and would want to use him again. We'll have to go to either to the main source or we'll have to engage Shadow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll have to figure something out, because if if we know Shadow, he might be trying to stop them himself. Or
Well,
at
of
least
course he'll try to.
the junior.
Well, of course he'll try to stop him. The problem is Shadow's already exposed.
Uh-oh.
We have to get Shadow before he gets captured.
Mm.
Yep. Thing is, we need to figure out where he actually is, because again, is he actually at Venetia's base, or is he going to be at Eggman's base?
He's going to be watching over Eggman, which means he's probably near Finitivus' new base.
New base?
What, you really think Finitivus only secluded himself to one place?
Well, that is true.
Mm.
Unlike Eggman, he has all the resources to make several different bases. And he has moved around the planet all the time.
Yeah, he's always moving.
So it's likely he has multiple bases he can go to in order to keep his operations complete.
Mm-hmm.
And because he has the warp rings, he could probably go to other dimensions too if he needs to.
I didn't even think of that. Shoot.
It's okay.
If he can actually go to other dimensions, that means that he could go to. He could end up in our castle. He could end up in the Soul Zone, trying to get, talk to Captain Whisker. He could also try to.
You wouldn't want to go after Whisker. Whisker is Metal Sonic, and Metal Sonic is his own being. He would want to keep himself from doing that.
Well, you would have to think. Why would he want Captain Whisker? That would motivate the other Dragonfire, because with him, he unlike me, actually cares for Whisker.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're forgetting that Blaze is there.
True. That is true. And the thing is that the other Dragonfire has never actually met
Blaze.
Blaze. He's only encountered Whisker and Johnny.
Exactly.
Mhm.
He could just as easily manipulate Blaze and her best friend.
That is possible.
Mhm.
Anyway, we may not be able to get to the Soul Zone fast enough, but we can but we can find Shadow. And if he's
Yeah,
over,
that would probably be our best bet right now because we do need to get Shadow out of there before they try to do something.
Mhm.
in that case, I suggest we all stick together. Splitting up only divided us completely.
Exactly, and then one of us could get captured.
That's true.
Undoubtedly. Anyway,
That's why we need to stick together as a group and make sure that keep our eyes open.
Mhm.
understandably so.
Mhm.
Now then, everyone heads over to where Finitives' new base was, thanks to Raven tracking Dragonfire's presence. He hasn't made plans to go into the Soul Zone yet. However, with Dragonfire in that facility, it seems that he may just try to keep Dragonfire here while he goes after Blaze.
That is a possibility because of the fact that Whisker is in the Soul Zone, and the last thing he needs is for Dragonfire to get overly excited about Whisker and then losing control.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. He is in that facility. Follow my lead. Follow my lead. He seems to be at the center of the base.
Okay.
Right. Gets out
Head
his
up.
Keyblade.
Oh, go ahead.
And that's it. He just got his Keyblade out. So just in case.
And she follows them.
Raven leads the group into the base. All right. Try closes his eyes, looking for Shadow and Dragonfire. They're right next to each other.
Hmm?
It is possible. It is possible that Shadow's trying to talk to the other Dragonfire to get him to snap out of it.
No kidding. But oh no, I don't sense Finitivis. He must have already gone.
But where?
To the Soul Zone.
Oh boy.
Great. Shadow's talking him out of it, but he'll be back with Captain Metal, which means this whole situation can go out of hand.
Gosh darn it! With Captain Metal on his side, Dragonfire doesn't really like Captain like Captain Metal. He is really good friends with Whisker and Johnny. So
But not him.
No, because again, you got to think Whisker and Metal are rivals.
Ow.
So you have to think, why would he even care for his captain's rival? You have to think of that.
True.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like our father and Sonic.
Ow.
Our father doesn't care for Sonic at all. So yeah, it's kind of like that, you know. Our father hates Sonic, so and he doesn't care for Sonic, so of course Dragonfire wouldn't care for Metal or Captain Metal at all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys just feel a portal opening up?
Uh,
I did.
That's not good. Anything could happen since a portal just opened up.
Wait and see. Raven's eyes were green, but was hiding himself. Already? As Raven's eyes were green, Finitiva stepped out of the portal.
Yes. Well. I guess we have it. We have visitors. Let me guess. You guys are trying to stop me in my plan.
Stop your plan? Well,
Mm.
I probably would go into the. I probably would want to utilize as much distraction as possible in order to release Infinite on us.
Yeah, I already know about that whole time travel thing that happened yesterday. I kind of figured that something like that would happen.
Well, same story as before. By the way, how's your conquest to capture the echidnas?
Well, everything's going fine for now. The Master Emerald's destroyed. The echidnas are too busy trying to fix the Master Emerald. And as you can see, most of the world has already been burnt and destroyed. Thanks to Interjack over here. The only area left besides the echidna home is actually the Soul Zone. And of course, Captain Metal is actually helping me out with that.
It's not impossible. You're hoping that Captain Metal creates an upset in that world, and then when he's done with Blaze, you'll eventually use everyone here as bait.
You catch on quick.
Your real goal? You're hoping to harness every bit of the Master Emerald in order to do your bidding, just like you did with Knuckles. But this time around, you're not foolish enough to go after Knuckles. Instead, you might go after other echidnas, like the Elder and some of the other people.
Pretty much. I have backups just in case if the current interjack doesn't work out. I mean, because I could go after, the elder. I could go after after that orange echidna that I crossed paths with the other day. It all depends on how this current interjack works out. It won't be long before he's fully out of control. He's slowly losing his mind in there. And once he is fully out of control, nothing, and nobody can stop it. Not even myself.
Inevitably so. But your plan will come to an end. After all, it's not like you to rely on other people. Engaging in secrecy, probably a byproduct of the fact that working with Eggman has caused him to come up with some of the plans to make distractions. The only reason you tag along is because he does good comic relief. Eggman tries to engage and tries to make others work with him. And so, because of that, you thought that might be a great way to cause a distraction. Eggman gets to capture Blaze, capture Sonic, capture Shadow. You get your Enerjack by figuring it by staying by waiting until the right moment in order to strike everyone else.
Good job. You caught on very quickly. You're almost as smart as myself.
Inevitably so. But I believe one piece of the puzzle will have to be kept in order for it to complete. Raven's eyes glow green, and he manages to bring Shadow back without anyone able to capture him.
How did you get him that quickly?
You might want to do some more. You might have wanted to do a little more research on Shadow before you had a chance to fight against me.
I already know that you're a creation. You're not really a actual hedgehog.
I already know that. I'm nothing more than a lab rat. Considering the fact that Eggman has made a lot of lab rats in his day.
So let me guess. You're gonna try to attack. You're gonna use Shadow to attack Dragonfire, and then you're gonna use the other one to attack Eggman, and then you're gonna fight me yourself. Because let's face it, you can't take all of us on by yourself.
You're right. I can't do this by myself.
I mean, unless you want to die, yeah, you could do it yourself if you have a death wish.
Whatever. Raven, instead of going after Finitivis, engages Dragonfire. Keeps him out.
The interject Dragonfire starts getting ready for battle. Okay, so that's quite different. So who's the Dragonfire from this time starts attacking Finitivis with his Keyblade. Okay, so I guess I am facing him then. The other Dragonfire continues attacking Raven, while this one gets his other Keyblade out and continues attacking Finitivis with dual Keyblades. I've never seen a weapon like that. Quite interesting. And the fact that you're holding two of them. It's called a Keyblade. Huh. Well, it is quite interesting. Even though that you have those, you might not be able to. You won't be able to defeat me. At your current state. Shut up, Finitivis. The other Dragonfire with the Keyblades start using blue flames. Oh. The only person I've ever seen that using flames like those is actually that hedgehog over there. Well, I've actually learned how to use them. Oh. Yeah. And the other Dragonfire gets out his sword out and starts attacking Raven some more with the sword.
Raven manages to attack. Raven manages to attack back. Seriously, you just had a long talk with Shadow, and nothing is changing you. You know that Finitivis is just using you, right?
As long as they are safe, I don't care what happens to me.
You're kind of a fool, but then again, we've always known each other.
You know I will do what it takes to keep the people I care about safe.
And
you would
that's
do
why. He's.
you would do
and
the
that's
same
why,
thing.
And that's why you're nothing more than a lab rat to him. He's always used people. Look at Knuckles. Look at you.
Huh.
Since you really will do anything to protect the people you care about, I guess I have no choice anymore. Raven goes full out against Dragonfire, wounding him completely.
The other Dragonfire starts to go super with the power of Interject to make him even more stronger. Don't do that. What's wrong, Finitivis? If the other Dragonfire stays in that form too long, in the super form too long, it'll what? It will. The power of Interjack will overtake him, and then you'll lose him completely.
Raven knew this was going to happen. So, I guess this is my destiny. Raven's eyes become pink.
The other Dragonfire's eyes turned bloodshot red.
Let's see what you got, Interjack. Although You're barely a counterfeit compared to the original. Raven, utilizing a mysterious power that was similar to the Chaos Emeralds, was fighting off the Enerjack within Dragonfire.
The other Dragonfire inside Interjack ended up summoning a fiery Keyblade. What? But how? How did he do that? It's simple. He saw you with them, and he has the power to copy.
Dragonfire already has the capabilities. All Enerjack did was boost his power. That's why I said it's nothing more than an artificial clone of the original.
The Dragonfire with the Interjack starts attacking Raven, while the other Dragonfire that was fighting for Nativus ends up just watching the battle.
Raven engages Enerjack's core being, and just before he was seemingly about to kill him, a strange energy perpetuates Dragonfire that purifies and gets rid of the Enerjack within him.
The Dragonfire that was inside Interjack broke the Interjack suit and fell out of the suit and passed out.
I guess this is what happens when you're artificially bonded with somebody who cares about you. Don't even try to moan. You know, we both know that you never wanted to utilize Dragonfire anyway.
That's right. He was just a test for the real Interjack.
Tess?
Mm-hmm. I knew that Dragonfire wouldn't work out. Why do you think I had backups?
Finitivis doesn't work with hedgehogs. He works with echidnas. Even my full capabilities are outmatched by ancient echidnas.
He might be a hedgehog and he might be a dragon, but the only way to truly be Interjack is to use an echidna. Why do you think I have echidnas lined up? Why do you think I haven't gotten rid of their home yet? He ends up leaving with get back here.
Shall we go after him?
What do you think, Raven? Do you think we should or I don't know.
Takes the passed out Dragonfire and warps him back to his home, and then heads after the place where the Master Emerald was, in order to cut off Nativus.
I guess so.
Yeah, we might as well. I can I'll open up a portal for us. Gets his feet out and uses a portal of darkness so they can head. All right, why don't you go through?
Mm-hmm. She does.
All right, and he goes right behind her. There we go. When they get there, they see Finitibus talking to Knuckles.
Uh-oh.
Now we need to find. I don't know if Raven has gotten here yet.
Where the Master Emerald used to be, Finitivus was fighting off against Raven.
Oh, there they are. It looks like they're fighting again.
Um,
We might as well go see what they're saying and what's going on because we won't be able to do much standing here just in case they need our help.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the battle's getting quite intense over with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're but we already know that Raven's gonna take him out, or at least tire him out, because
True.
I mean, come on, how much longer can he last? I mean, he is a old echidna after all,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that Raven is technically a machine, and machines can actually last longer than
Kingdus?
the actual body.
No.
You know, it doesn't matter if you're an echidna or not. If you're actually you know alive and everything, then and actually have a body and everything, machines can actually um outlast them.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. All he has to do is not run out of whatever he uses to
Energy?
yeah, as long as he doesn't lose all of his energy, then he should be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
He should be just fine against Finitibus because again, Finitibus he hates losing.
Mm-hmm.
And this might not be the last that we see of Finitibus, but that doesn't mean that he might give up and go back into hiding.
Mm.
Because again, he He is smart. He won't want he won't want to die.
True.
Because knowing him, he won't want to give up on his dream.
Hmm.
The dream that will never happen. But you know how villains are. They're thick-headed. They're stubborn.
Stupid.
Mm-hmm. Infinitivus, even though he acts all smart, is actually quite stupid because of the fact that he can't get through his thick head that no matter what he does, he's going to lose.
Mm-hmm. Unless he has tricks on his sleeves.
We already know that he does. I mean, for all we know, while Raven here was taking the passed out me out back home, he probably already talked to Knuckles and tried to get him into being Interjack.
True.
Because you gotta think, there was this short amount of time between the time that we got here and the time that Raven got here, so
True.
I mean, you really have to think there. I mean,
I'm not smarter than that.
well, you are young and you still are in school. It's not like you're
Don't like school.
it's not my fault. You have to talk to mother about
I
that.
really don't like school. It's so bad.
Well, you could have ended up like Eclipse and dropped out, and then ended
Or
up
ditch school.
Huh?
Or ditch school.
Yeah, or you could do school and actually get a education and actually get and get a diploma and actually get a high paying job.
The job.
Well, you already know how Eclipse is gonna be. I mean, he can't work for Gun forever.
True.
Especially on the fact that you know how he is and stuff like that. He might want down the line, maybe in the future, he might want to be a father.
You might be an uncle.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat him up if he tries anything.
No, I said uncle.
Well, yeah,
I don't mean beat him up.
But you know how I am. You know
I know.
if he
You're
tries to do anything.
protective.
Yes, because our father won't do his job of being a.
He's
too busy paying
doing
bills.
his. He's
He's too
doing
busy
his something.
busy paying bills and all that stuff to even know us at this point.
It's fine. It happens to other people.
You might be used to it, but after not seeing him for 20 years, then you can talk to me.
It takes time. like my mom.
Oh yeah, she was gone for 50 years.
Well, yeah, what do you think Shao misses her?
Yeah, I'm sure that he's not too happy about father being married to her, but hey, what do you expect?
He loves her.
Surprisingly, he gave up Fiona for her.
Because Sai is in love with her.
Yep.
Let's hope he doesn't hear that.
I don't think Sipes even is coming back.
I'm just saying, if he hears this message,
He might, but then again, who knows?
he might hit me.
He has to go through me first.
Yeah. overprotected much?
Again, like I said. Did you see the thing?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you gotta switch.
Down.
You gotta,
I don't think I don't have a picture of her. I kid you not, I don't have a picture. All I have the picture is the one that she's wearing. Oh, whoops.
well, if you, I need a picture. I need a picture. And since you have one, you might as well.
Hey! I'm sorry.
It's fine.
My brain is hurting me.
Why don't you go lay down and go get to Cole?
God, some. God, kill me.
As Raven was finished with fighting Finitivus, Raven was seemingly defeated by Finitivus.
Take that. With you out of the way, then there won't be anybody. Nobody will get in my way. The only thing left is, how am I gonna get rid of you? Am I going to deprogram you and switch your coding, or should I have it ended up like Metal Sonic?
Raven's eyes were glowing pink again, but his body wasn't moving.
Look.
As if possessed, he called on the ancient chant. Souls of
No.
the worlds. Chaos is power, enriched by the heart. The controller serves to unify the chaos. It sounded as if there were two voices in his voice.
You summoned her. How?
Raven,
Only echidnas can do that.
Raven's body was acting as if it was in animatronic mode. Eyes were lifeless, but yet possessed. When both of them were, as soon as Raven casted the chant, the energy from the pieces that were scattered everywhere, formed into Tikal.
So she's here. Great.
Raven regains his human his or goes back to human mode. But when I did it last time, realizes the mount.
But that's only echidnas can summon.
Only an echidna would be able to summon him. I didn't summon him. I didn't summon her.
Then who did? I heard you doing the ritual.
You could see an old echidna coming out of the trees.
Him.
The Knuckles that's standing before you is not the one that stands here, but he's about as goofy as he was before. After all, it's ironically thanks to Shinta that I came here. When you last tried to capture the echidnas, you tried to work with the family of echidnas that worked with you, but doing so backfired, and therefore in my current state, I was able to return back from Silver's time.
Oh, that's thinking stupid time traveling hedgehog.
Not entirely. As I said, it's ironically thanks to one of your old followers. I couldn't find Silver where I was at, so I instead utilized the energy I received when I was your underling from the past.
Ah, understandable.
It wasn't energetic, but in a way, his power allowed me to come here to finally take you down. While Raven sung the chant, it was I that called upon the power of the Master Emerald, as only Knuckles would be able to pull it off.
True, because even his son can't even do it.
But let's not give in to wait. It's been a long time to call.
Indeed it is.
Where I'm at, it's been over 200 years. But seeing you reminds me of the time we faced off against the perfect chaos.
Yes, it was.
Since this thing ended as soon as it began. I believe it's time to regain my lost youth. Knuckles, Knuckles engaged affinity this like his old self.
Primitive is standing there in shock, seeing to call.
As Knuckles was attacking him in the same pattern as before, Definitivus utilized warp rings in order to dodge Knuckles' attacks.
And Definitivus keeps doing so well. While Dragonfire gets closer and starts seeing the battle, that because he's never actually seen this type of thing before. This is actually quite interesting. I've never actually seen Nicole before.
Not me either.
I mean, I've heard of her through, with Knuckles and Raven and everybody, but I've never actually seen her myself.
It happens.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for her because she's been trapped in the Master Emerald for many years, and after this battle, she's sadly gonna go back in there. I don't know if there's any way for her to actually
be back.
Yeah, to be back permanently.
It happens to some people.
I mean, she kind of reminds me of Aqua in a way. It must be because of her personality. That's probably it. And I can see similarities to her and Norm before Norm actually changed. Sadly, because Norm used to actually be kind and sweet and all that stuff before he ended up
bad guy.
Yeah, he ended up being a bad guy and ended up controlling Heartless and all this other stuff.
Wow.
But we should probably continue watching the battle because right now that's the main focus. We can worry about Norm another time.
Okay.
Definitivus ends up throwing the Elder Knuckles down to the ground. Was about to finish him off.
The Elder Knuckles was the Elder Knuckles gets back up and Raven stands by his side. Raven and Tikal work together to fight off against Definitivus and to defeat him.
And Definitivus ends up starting to disappear and starts to fade away. What?
Huh?
What? But instead of Tikal going back into the Master Emerald, the Master Emerald starts dragging Definitivus in. What? No. 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 No.
A fitting prison for one who absorbs the evil of the chaos. Elder Knuckles attempts to seal him away. Raven was tired out after everything he did.
Well,
You are right, Raven.
that's quite. That was a quite interesting. I really thought that it would be the other way around.
But no, it's
What I'm talking about is I thought that Tikal would have to end up going back into the Master Emerald, not
Ventivus.
Finitivus going into the Master Emerald.
That's different.
That is.
The reason why Finitivus probably was absorbed into the chaos, into the Master Emerald, was kind of thanks to all of us. The reason Tikal was in the Master Emerald in the first place was to keep chaos from going out of control.
Right.
But now that
Finitivus is in there, that's kind of a little scary if you think about it, because two evils in the same area.
oh well.
I mean, there's nothing we could do. I mean, because it's either he's out and she's in there, or he's in there and she's out. I myself would probably rather would have her out.
Finitivus is a white echidna, one who existed many years into the past. It's safe to say all that's required to bind chaos is someone with enough power to even rival Tikal. If it weren't for myself and Knuckles here, we wouldn't have been able to do it.
True.
In the end, I never actually summoned Tikal. I never could.
Right, because like Finitiva said, that only echidnas could do it.
All I did was set the chant. Knuckles
right, because the thing is that, yeah, anybody could say the chant, but they can't actually fully summon because only echidnas can do it.
Inevitably so.
I'm surprised that Norm cannot do it, though.
It's actually something I noticed.
And that would be?
Do you think it's because he is evil? Do you think that's why?
There's a form of rebellion exists in Norm, and
right.
That he is partially evil.
Right.
He desires power, after all, and he despises his father.
Mm-hmm.
That probably has to do with bad parenting, of course. Even now, I'm not that bright.
Right.
And so, because of that, Norm is an easy target.
Is there any way to change him from being evil?
Not really. His evil is caused through personal means. I wouldn't be able to purify it even if I had Tikal within me.
I know that it used to be good before he came to summer camp one year, and he told me that he was visited by someone. Then after he got visited by someone, he started acting different.
It's kind of obvious. Although, well, that's about it for this arc, honestly.
All right. Then everybody, please sign off.
This is Raven and Elder Knuckles signing off.
This is Nicole.
And Mary, sign off.
And this is Dragonfire, Eclipse, and Dr. Finitivis signing off. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.